Okay, thank you very much for the collaboration. Well, before starting this experience, because it will be a deep meditative cleansing experience, allow me to present myself because it's the first time that I see you people. I don't see any familiar person here in this moment. And my name is Gian Carlo Zazzeri, and I am a shaman, metaphysicist, and let's say spiritual musicist as well. I compose shaman music. And I usually come to Dubai to teach a modality, a very particular energy healing modality called Transcendental Quantum Reiki, okay? Which people are starting to learn to know, appreciate, and are willing to learn in Dubai. And it is, let's say, the result of my lifetime of experience as a shaman and holistic practitioner. And it is the combination of quantum physics, hypnosis, and shamanism. But what are we going to do tonight exactly? Okay, what are we going to do tonight? Well, I can say that tonight we are going to, I'm going to induct or guide each one of you in a very particular meditative experience, which will, let's say, make your experience, let's say, in part, a cleansing process that I like to make my TQR students undergo, which is called the karma burning of the soul, okay? And of course, this deep meditative cleansing process will be accompanied by my shaman music. Let's say that doing shaman music directly live online isn't so easy because the quality of the sound isn't really great, especially when you hear the drum, the throat chanting, and this instrument here, which is called the didgeridoo. And its original name is Idaki, which is a very powerful vibrational sound instrument that cleanses your subconscious mind from the roots upwards and aligns all your chakras and, let's say, rebalances you on all energetical levels, okay? So before doing this meditation, I've done a registration, a recording of a shaman, of a shamanical musical soundtrack that I have created specifically for this type of meditation. A relaxing shamanic soundtrack with my drumming, of course. Okay, done with my drum. Throat chanting. And you will hear even the sound of the didgeridoo. And it's all played in a very calming and relaxing way to help you to calm down the mind and go into a deep state of trance meditation where the cleansing of the soul will occur. But how will it occur? Okay, where we will go? Well, of course, we are going to work with a very particular energy, which is the fire of life, the fire of God, the fire of Allah, the fire of the great divine spirit, okay? Which in archangelical terms is known to be the fire of a certain archangel called the Archangel Metatron, okay? Which is an archangel that is the dispenser of divine knowledge, but this particular archangel is a seraphim that conveys souls from one frequency to another, that, let's say, transitions souls from the old energy and purifies the souls to prepare them for a new existence, okay? This is what the Archangel Metatron does with the fire of life. And each one of you are going to be guided into a meditative state, of course, where you will encounter this archangel, which will appear like a very old, wise man with huge four wings. And you will meet him on top of a mountain, of course. And this cleansing meditation will be a very meaningful journey. Why? Because on top of the mountain, you are seeing from above what represents your subconscious mind, which is, of course, a part of your soul, that part that needs cleansing. And you will see it from above like a very, very huge, deep forest under the mountain, covered by mist. But this forest is very old. The trees are very old indeed. And trapped in this forest are, let's say, the unresolved issues of your life. Let's say fragments of the past trapped in that forest, hiding behind those trees, which are even called even our shadows, of course, okay? So you may encounter images of your childhood that are just there, frozen behind the trees, for an example, or other episodes that have caused, let's say, certain blockages within you, okay? And even other images that maybe you can't even recognize because, of course, there are even past lives stored in this huge forest, okay? But what will happen? This archangel will accompany you down the mountain, where you will go deep into this forest and invite you to gather the wood, which are the old branches of those old trees fallen on the ground, okay? And of course, while gathering the wood, you will start to feel the weight of this wood in your arms. And this is the weight of all the unresolved issues of the past, okay? And then you will go back up to the mountain, and this archangel will take the wood and start to create a circle around you, okay? He will tell you to sit down on top of the mountain, and he will create a circle with sacred geometry that represents his symbol. And the symbol of this archangel is the Merkaba, okay? And the Merkaba is very similar to the Star of David, and it has this shape, okay? So this archangel will create a circle with this symbol around you with the wood. If you can't imagine it, it doesn't matter, but you're just sitting inside of this sacred geometrical, let's say, pattern that represents, let's say, even your multi-dimensional self, your spiritual evolution. And it is even a portal that let's say, calls this very powerful divine fire, this cleansing fire, okay? The cleansing fire of the Archangel Metatron, the fire of God, the fire of life, okay? He will turn on the fire, the wood will enlighten, and this fire will start to vortex around you like a very powerful cleansing energy, elevating the vibrational frequency of your consciousness. But then the fire will run down the mountain at an incredible speed, burning down that forest, burning down what represents your old self with all those old contorted trees without leaves. And all the shadows will just dissolve up into the sky like smoke, with all the images of the past and unresolved issues appearing like images in the smoky images just dissolving into the night sky until the forest is totally burnt down to ashes. But from there, the ash regenerates the earth, makes the earth fertile, okay? So it gives life to earth, okay? After this destruction, life is recreated again, a new vision of yourself. So the archangel will give you your new seeds of life, like they will be like golden and silver seeds, and will tell you to cast a wish on those seeds. What are your profound desires? How you want to see yourself in life? What do you want to be in life? How do you want your life to go? You have to wish on those seeds how you want your life to go, your profound desires. And then you will blow them in all the directions of the earth from the mountain, and they will just spread out on the ashen ground, okay? And then the day will arrive bringing the rain clouds. It will rain, the ash will soak in the ground, making it fertile again and rich. The seeds will go into the ground, and you will start to see new trees growing, which represents a new forest, a new you, totally cleansed from all the unresolved issues of the past, okay, in a very fast and rapid way. A new paradigm, okay? And then you will go down, meditate in this beautiful forest, feel the fragrance of life, feel the fragrance of your soul. And then from there on, I will lower the recorded music, and I will start playing my drum live this time, okay, with some throat chanting to honor the moment, okay? And this is how the process will go. So, are you all into this? Are you all ready to go through this cleansing process? Yes?
Yeah, yes.
Thank you, Emali. Is everyone else ready?
Yes.
Have I been clear? Okay. It will be a meaningful journey, okay? So I'm going to do some sound trial because I want you to hear the music, of course, that I've prepared for this meditation. It's the music that I do, my shaman music. So let's do a sound trial to verify if you can hear the music properly and my voice as well before proceeding, okay? Because I want things to be done perfectly. Can you hear the music and my voice at the same time? If someone can say yes.
Yes.
Is the music okay? The voice at the right volume? Okay. I'm going to keep it this way. Important that the music is heard slightly behind, okay? Because important is listening to my guidance. And then at a certain point, I will lower the music and I'm going to start playing my drum live and doing my throat chanting towards the end, okay? To anchor the process and to furtherly even, let's say, accelerate that momentum of cleansing. So now let's start.
So one thing, do we have to close our eyes?
Yes, you have to follow my guidance, okay? Where you will close your eyes only when I tell you to do so. You will take a few deep breaths and then close your eyes, so no worries. I will guide each one of you step by step, okay?
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Okay, I didn't explain that. Thank you for that. Thank you for mentioning this. Okay, now all you have to do is follow my guidance, where you will close your eyes only when I tell you to do so. So now put yourself in a comfortable position, keeping your eyes open and observing what's in front of you. And while keeping your eyes open still, just relax every single muscle of your body. Relax the muscles of your arms. Relax your legs and your shoulders. Relax your facial muscles. And now that you're feeling physically relaxed, I am going to count until 5. It's not the moment to close your eyes yet. 5 is the number of divine connection. And each time that I count, you will profoundly inhale and exhale. And only when you hear me say 5, you will take one last deep breath, inhaling profoundly and exhaling, and you will close your eyes and simply drift into a profound state of relaxation. So 1, inhale profoundly and exhale. 2, inhale profoundly and exhale. 3, inhale profoundly and exhale. 4, inhale profoundly and exhale. And 5, take one last deep breath, inhale profoundly, exhale and close your eyes and relax now. Relax. Just relax and let yourself go in total trust. Trusting my guidance, which is of pure intent, which means trusting yourself. And trusting yourself means trusting the divine in this precise sacred moment of the here and now. And with your imagination, imagine yourself drifting in a night sky full of stars, like a leaf being blown by the wind, drifting over a very old antique forest, as old as the universe, the forest of your subconscious, where the wind is taking you towards a very high mountain in the very center of the subconscious forest. And you are drifting towards that high mountain. And now you're on top of the mountain, you're above the mountain, and slowly, slowly the wind stops blowing, and now you are gently landing on top of that mountain, descending from the night sky full of stars, gently landing, and you are feeling more and more relaxed, while gently landing on top of that beautiful mountain. Now you can see the whole entire forest around you from the top of that mountain. And there is a beautiful full moon casting its beautiful silver and white light on top of the mountain and on the forest all around, where you notice a subtle mist over the trees, that they are trees without leaves. But now just relax in this place on top of the mountain for a moment, over the forest of your subconscious, still feeling the subtle breeze of the wind caressing your soul, caressing your mind, and blowing away like dust all the stress and tension that you have been accumulating in these days and weeks. And just relax as the breeze of the wind is caressing your mind, blowing away like dust any thought that may arise from your mind, where this dust just disappears in the night sky, and your mind is calming itself, and all the mental activities of your brain are slowing down, and you are feeling more and more relaxed now. At this point, observe the sky, notice the stars, contemplate the universe, and notice amongst all the stars a star that is shining brighter than all the rest of the stars in the universe, shining a bright white golden and silver light. And notice this star approaching you, slowly, slowly coming down from the sky. And as it approaches you, it starts to manifest itself in the form of a very old, wise being with long white hair and long white beard and beautiful 4 wings. It is the Archangel of the change, of transformation, of the elevation of all souls. It is the Archangel of the divine knowledge of God, Allah, Manitou, Great Spirit. It is the Archangel of the Order of the Seraphims, the closest to this supreme divine energy, known to be the Archangel Metatron, This archangel is slowly coming down towards you. And it sits by your side and looks at you and puts one hand on your heart and says, feel safe now. You're on top of the mountain of your subconscious, and down below that mountain, as you know, there is a very old forest with old trees that can't grow leaves anymore. And behind those trees are all the memories of unresolved issues within your subconscious that have the tendency to create unwanted blockages in your life, in your existence. But I'm here to help you, because I am the keeper of the fire of life, known to be the fire of God, the fire of the Great Spirit, that many call even Allah, Manitou. It is simply the fire of pure unconditional love and peace that purifies all souls from all illusions of the past that are considered as shadows trapped within the subconscious. So now what shall we do? Come with me. Let's go down the mountain and let's look for the old branches of these trees that have fallen down to the ground, because we have to gather wood. So the Archangel now takes you by the hand, and slowly you are both walking down a mountainous pathway, going deeper and deeper towards that forest. And that means that going down that mountainous pathway, you are going even more deeper and deeper within yourself. Deeper and deeper, going down that mountainous pathway, going deeper and deeper within yourself. And you're starting to enter the forest with the Archangel. And of course, while walking through those dry trees, you may notice images of the past behind those trees, amongst the branches. Fragments of the past trapped within your subconscious. Those moments that have caused trauma. Images of yourself in your childhood, in difficult moments, until your adult life. That the Archangel Metatron looks at you and says, ignore those shadows, ignore those fragments of the past. Stay focused on me, stay focused on the light. Because I am the reflection of your divine power, your divine light. And gather the wood on the ground. And slowly, as you are gathering this wood, you're starting to feel your arms becoming heavier and heavier as you gather this wood. And the Archangel helps you, that the wood that he gathers, he stacks it on the wood that you have already gathered. And your arms are so heavy. And he says, you have gathered enough wood now. You are feeling the weights of your past. But follow me, let's go back up the mountain from where we came from. Follow the light, follow the Archangel Metatron. The divine light is your strength, even if this wood is heavy. As you go up the mountain, up that pathway, where the Spirit with its light is your strength. And time surprisingly passes so quick. And you're on top of that mountain with that wood. And the Archangel says, leave the wood to me now, and sit on top of the mountain. And the Archangel now is creating a beautiful circle with these branches around you. And beyond creating the circle, he's creating a sacred geometrical pattern which symbolizes the Merkaba, the symbol of divine power of the soul, to transcend, from darkness to light. And now once the circle is done, the Archangel Metatron sits by your side and with a magical gesture of the hand ignites the wood, and there is fire everywhere. The gold and silver and bright white fire coming from the wood, vortexing all around you and vortexing within you. This fire doesn't burn on material level, it purifies on soul level. And you are breathing this fire as well at the same time. And you are feeling all the vibrational frequencies of your cells rising, rising. And this is making you feel lighter and lighter, lighter and lighter, lighter and lighter. As light as the feather of the wings of an angel. And suddenly the fire spreads out and rapidly runs down the mountain in all the directions of the earth, towards the forest, igniting the forest, and the fire is spreading out like wildfire throughout all the trees, burning all the trees in the forest in such a rapid way. And you notice the smoke rising towards the night sky, and in the smoke, smoky images of those trapped, unresolved issues in your subconscious, just dissolving away in the night sky. And now from here, you won't hear my guidance anymore. Let yourself guided by the divine mystic music of creation. Meditate on top of the mountain and see all the negativities going away as smoke from those burning trees into the sky. And don't try to search for the meaning of what you are seeing going away, because the secret of inner healing is just observing in a neutral way and letting go, because this is the process of self-forgiveness, to grow and evolve into a new vision of yourself. So now contemplate this moment for an instant in silence. Now all the images completely dissipate away in the smoke. And the forest is completely burnt down and reduced to ashes. There is nothing left to burn. The fire disappears. And what remains of all the smoke around is blown away by the wind. As you see, an entire landscape from above made of ash under the night sky. The Archangel Metatron looks at you and says, from the ash, the earth is reborn. The earth becomes rich again and nourishing for new life. And Metatron shows you in his hands beautiful seeds of light made of gold and silver, and tells you this is a gift from God for your new life. Take those seeds in your hands and look at them now. What are your wishes? What are your profound desires for the next step in your life? Reflect on your desires, reflect on what you truly want from yourself, and reflect those desires into those seeds. So take your time now. And now that you have reflected your desires into these seeds, you see them shining even brighter. And blow them from the top of the mountain in all the directions of the earth, in all the directions of the landscape. And you see these beautiful seeds like sparks of golden and silver light expanding throughout the landscape and traveling throughout the landscape and going into the ashen ground. And suddenly you start to hear and feel the breeze of the wind. The wind is starting to bring clouds, rain clouds from the distance. You can hear the thunder, you can see lightning, and the clouds are gathering more and more. The stars disappear, and the sky is covered with clouds, and it is raining. And you can feel the rain on you. Beautiful drips of rain. Unconditional love and peace always falls in drips of rain, bringing life to the earth and nourishment. And the rain is falling on the ground, and the ash is being bathed by the rain, and it sinks into the ground, making it rich and fertile. And the seeds are sinking into the ground. And while it's raining, it's daybreak. The sun is starting to rise, and the rain is stopping. The clouds are breaking, and the sun rays are coming through the clouds like beautiful golden columns of light. And the clouds are dissipating away. And after the rain, the sunlight, the new day, a new beginning, and the heat of the sunlight, encouraging the plants to grow. And suddenly you see baby trees coming from the ground like little green plants, and they are growing in such a fast and rapid way as if that time is accelerating. And those trees are growing into beautiful, majestic trees full of beautiful green leaves. And together with these trees, beautiful flowers and other plants. You feel the fragrance coming from the breeze of the wind, the fragrance of life, the fragrance of your soul, the fragrance of change, the fragrance of your new self, of your desires, and breathe in this fragrance. feel so realized and feel fulfilled while breathing this fragrance. And Metatron says, now, you see this beautiful scenery. It is the reflection of your new self, of your subconscious mind, totally regenerated and cleansed from the past. And why not go down the mountain to enjoy this forest, this newly born life? And now you're going down the forest, down the mountain, and you're entering the forest. You can embrace the trees, and you can just sit down and meditate under a tree and contemplate this sacred moment in silence. At this point, the Archangel Metatron manifests a drum. And while you are contemplating and honoring this moment, he desires to play his drum, his celestial drum, with his chants and throat chanting, so that you can remember this journey, wherever you are. Remember who you truly are. has come to bring you back into here and now. A new here and now. A new world, a new life, a new vision that only comes from within. So now keep your eyes closed. And I'm going to count until 5, and each time that I count, you profoundly inhale and exhale. And only when you hear me say 5, you'll take one last deep breath with a nice you open your eyes with a beautiful, beautiful smile on your face. So 1, inhale profoundly and exhale. 2, inhale profoundly and exhale. 3, inhale profoundly and exhale, and you can move the fingers of your hands and the toes of your feet. You can stretch all the muscles of your body. 4, inhale profoundly and exhale, and you are in the here and now. And 5, take one last deep breath. Inhale profoundly and exhale with a nice open your eyes with a beautiful, beautiful smile on your face. And let's just remain for an instant in silence to contemplate this moment still, just for a little instant in silence. Where the energy that has been generated from this meditative session stabilizes itself. And here we are. Here we are, beautiful people, beautiful souls. Is everyone back? Drink some water, of course, after this experience. Helps to ground. If you have some dark chocolate, that also helps to ground. And you can turn on your microphones if you want to, okay? And if you desire to share your experience, I will ask, let's say, I will stop the recording if you desire to share your experience. That way, the sharing remains amongst us, okay, in this sacred circle. So I'm stopping the recording right now. And here we go.